How to get more views on YouTube in 2 minutes. Are you looking to get more views on YouTube but you want to work yourself to death? I've got a trick for you that you can use that will blow your mind, and I'm going to show it to you in this video, and it's only going to take you 2 minutes to start getting more views on your videos, and we're starting right now. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm JR Fisher. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe below. Hit that big subscribe button, and next to it, notification bell. You got to turn on notifications. That's how it works. If you subscribe and you don't turn on that notification bell, they won't notify you when I do new videos. You won't be part of the Fisher family. You won't be those VIP people, and you got to do that, right? You want to know about this, and when I go live, they'll also tell you. All right, let's jump right into this. There's so many things you can do to get views on YouTube. Obviously is having good content. Obviously is having a good video. However, had you ever thought about this? What if somebody doesn't click on your thumbnail? If they don't click on your thumbnail, guess what? You're not going to get any views. Now, originally when YouTube started, nobody really knew much about thumbnails, because YouTube would just select one of the screenshots of the video and that would become your thumbnail. But as people got wise to this, they said, well, maybe I should put some words on the screen, and I'll do that, and I'll put some colors, and people started to do that. And then they said, well, maybe I ought to put my face on there, and a lot of people started doing that. And it kind of is a herd mentality where everybody starts following everybody else as far as the types of thumbnails, and when that happens, all the thumbnails start to look alike again. Now, if your thumbnail looks like everybody else's, the odds of you getting clicked on aren't near as good. So right now we're in that phase where everybody's figured out to do these bright thumbnails, maybe a picture of their face on there, and you know, they're getting clicks, but they're not getting that many clicks because everybody's doing the same thing. They all kind of look the same at this point. Now, if you've already built an audience, this isn't a big problem for you, but for the rest of us that are depending on Google search, of which my videos right now, 57% of my views come from Google search, and if that thumbnail doesn't differentiate me from everybody else, I'm not going to get the clicks. So here's what I've discovered: you can do less work and you can actually make more money by doing less work. All right, let me explain to you how. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into YouTube right now and I'm going to search a subject. Okay, and when I search the subject, let's look at those thumbnails and see if we can tell what's going to work. All right, let's get going. Okay, I just did a search in YouTube, and let's scroll through here and find some of these thumbnails, and let's see what would make us click on them more so than others. And you're going to be surprised, this is going to take a lot less work than you think. So as I scroll through here, I see a whole bunch of thumbnails. If you notice, it's a lot of people's faces, and it's got, you know, a couple words on there, but they all kind of look alike, except for this one here. This looks a little bit different. Do this or struggle. All right, let's scroll through again. Those all kind of look alike. Wait a second, this one here looks a little bit different, right? YouTube simplified. Now look how simple this one is, and look how simple this one is. Okay, those tend to pop out more than any other ones. Here's another one that seems to pop out: stop uploading. Let me scroll through and see what else I see in here. This is another one that seems to pop out. Okay, it looks different from everybody else's. Now what has this person done? First off, we'll see who that person is, and it looks like it's Brian G. Johnson. Okay, all right, let's look at the other one here. This tended to stand out, that looked really simple. Stop uploading. Brian G. Johnson, what do you know? All right, let's scroll through a little bit more here. YouTube simplified. Brian G. Johnson. I think Brian G. Johnson has figured something out here, guys. I really believe it. Let me scroll through and see that other one we saw. Let's see what else we find down here. This one really stands out. This is by Chaos. Okay, but they've done something very similar to what Brian G. Johnson's done. And as I scroll through here, see what else stands out. See, most of these are a person with some words, a person with some words. That one seems to stand out a little bit better, but it's still a person with some words. And what I've noticed is a lot of those are Brian G. Johnson, right? Okay, we've kind of figured that out. Let's go to Brian G. Johnson's channel and let's see if he has changed the way he does things. All right, so here's Brian G. Johnson. We're gonna go to his channel real quick. Look at this. Red with white letters, red with white letters, red with white letters. All right, let's go to his videos now. And look at this, here's another one and another one. I've noted, look at this, 3 days he's got 22,000 views. 3 days, 22,000 views, and all this thumbnail says is 100,000 subs equals YouTube secrets. Okay, all right, maybe it doesn't even say equals, it doesn't, it was something I had hovered. 100,000 subs YouTube secrets, do this or struggle. Now he did have the picture of him and other ones. It looks like he's doing some testing, but look at this, 2 weeks 6,000 views, 3 days 22,000 views. I think there's a pattern to this. Look at this one here, 13,000 views 30 days. Dare you do this, I dare you. That's all that says. Let me make this one. Channel secrets. There's not a lot of work put into this thumbnails, guys. Get subs. So I lost subs. Okay, if you look through here, he's doing this a lot. Now he looks like he tried green for a while, and green kind of worked, but not as much as the red seemed to work. There's another red one right here, 10,000 views, 16,000 views. He's doing this a lot now. Look at that, look at all those red ones. So what I'm here to tell you guys is it's not always what you think it is. Brian G looks like he's figured something out, and I do follow Brian G, and I look at a lot of his stuff, and he has some great videos, so shout out to Brian G out there. But the point is, you need to be different. Okay, I was talking about this the other day, and to be better is hard. Okay, to be better than somebody else is really, really difficult. To be the best is almost impossible. Okay, but everybody can be different, and in these thumbnails, which is the main metric for getting your videos watched, you need to be different. Now it's hard to stand out when everybody's doing such cool thumbnails like I just showed you. I mean, some of these thumbnails are amazing. They're really, really good thumbnails. But the thing is, they don't stand out because a lot of people are doing amazing thumbnails. So how do you outgame somebody who's doing these amazing thumbnails? You do one that doesn't look like them. You do one that's really simple. You kind of revert back to the early days when people didn't know how to do thumbnails. Now I wouldn't ever say to use one of the screenshots. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I mean, how long would it take you to do a red screen with 2 words on it? I would say under 2 minutes you could probably do that and upload that to your videos. Now here I've got a challenge for you. Take, I don't know, 5 or 10 of your videos that you've already done a thumbnail for. Okay, now it's not going to work as well as an older one, but I think you're going to see a difference, and put one of these simple thumbnails on it. Put one of these with just one color in the background and some letters in the foreground, and I think you're going to see a huge difference. YouTube is a constantly evolving platform, and I know every time I think I've got it figured out, I know what to do, I know exactly what it needs, I'm wrong. And I'm wrong because there's always something new coming out. There's always a new feature in here. There's always a new way that they're doing their algorithms. Now their algorithms are geared to keep people on the platform, and if you have a thumbnail that gets people to click, and you start to have more thumbnails like that, more people are clicking, guess what's going to happen? They're going to start showing your thumbnails to people. They're going to say, well, these thumbnails are getting clicked on, these fancy schmancy ones aren't, so we're going to start showing these ones that are red with white. Now the one caveat to this is, I will tell you, is make sure that the words on your thumbnail actually match up to your video. Don't do clickbait. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't do clickbait, because what's going to happen is just the opposite with the algorithm. So if you put on there free money and people click on it, it's you going fishing, and people see that, they're gonna go, well, I'm gonna click back off again. And then YouTube's gonna see that when people click on your thumbnails and they go to your video, they don't watch. So YouTube's going to look at that and go, well, these are bad thumbnails, because even though people are clicking, when they do get to that video, they don't watch the video, and that's not what we want. We want people to stay on our platform. So you can't just say, well, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do a bunch of really simple thumbnails and I'm gonna get a ton of views. You won't. You'll get a ton of clicks, maybe, but the point is, if you get a ton of clicks and you don't deliver on the goods, you're not gonna do well. So I have a lot of people say to me, well, what's the one thing I need to do to be successful on YouTube? And I say, there isn't one thing. There's a whole bunch of things, and in other videos I'll explain that to you. But you got to have the right title, you got to have the right content, you got to deliver it with energy, you got to have the right edits in there, you got to have a good description in there, you got to have the right tags in there. It's all these things put together. But certainly the starting point is a good thumbnail, and a good thumbnail is one that is what? Different. Not better, not the best, but different. So do your best to be different and you'll get clicks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, I also have a free course below. It's a $97 course. All you gotta do is click and learn. There's no credit card required. You want to make some money online, check out my course down there. It's free for a limited time, so you got to grab it now. Don't forget to do that. Also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn on bell notifications. Why? You'll become part of the Fisher family, the VIP group that gets notified every single time I do a video. Now I want you to comment below, what points of this video do you think is helpful to you? Have you been doing thumbnails? What kind of thumbnails have you had luck with? If you're having a problem, put that question down there too. I really appreciate you listening to this video and being here, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.